The offense lining up for a first down play. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the catch. It's White. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is ready to give them a first down. Give to the back. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Volunteers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown ball!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parker. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Gets it inside the 10. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest on that run.
Play action. Right down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares about going for it? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The give from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Keep it on the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down.
They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long. There was not a lot of guesswork. The defense knows they're throwing the football, and you can tell in that pass rush, man. They were coming.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he's incomplete on 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown Volunteers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look at the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. With the catch, it's Lacy. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
That's caught. It's Daniels. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water inside.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And the Vols are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Vols line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He caught it. Touchdown, Vols! And the stomping has commenced. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to add another. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run it.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around.
Open runway ahead. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room.
Oh, look out! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. Still running up for 40. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the beatdown has ensued.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone. Nice run.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown ball. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter.
Get set, get set.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spider.
The play action fake. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Durham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
A lot of urgency for this offense.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Steps away. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Trying to surge it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU quick to the line. On second down, he'll fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double digits.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense. offense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.